Afternoon all. Afternoon. I'm going to do my usual playing about with the camera. Oh, not sure what happened there. Hello. Oh, I do love it when technology works. Right, there we go. I have you up now. You can hopefully see me, and hopefully we've got you, straighten you up a little bit as well. There we go. So, how are you all doing amidst the total lockdown of everything? We're in day 4. Well, it feels like day 4. It feels like day 4 to me, but it's day 4 of the Facebook Lives. I think it might be day 3 of the kind of official lockdown. It feels like it's been so long. Nice to see you all. Thank you for joining. I can see that lots of people are kind of watching at the moment. I am going to see if I can get onto my Facebook page to see all your comments as well, because it was really lovely seeing all of your comments yesterday as we were going along, which was lovely. Hello, Cheryl Verity. Hi, Dad. Dad, sort it out. Thanks. Was that due to my camera abilities and trying to put it into the tripod? Yeah, I know. I'm still learning. I'm still new to this. Hi Ram. Hi Lynn. Hi Emma. Nice to see you. And Imogen and Esme. Hello. So today's going to be a slightly shorter one, but it's one that lots of people ask me, which is about copying an image and how to get the proportions right while you're copying. So hopefully you've all got an image with you, whether it's just something out of a newspaper, what have you. I've actually got mine off of a cat food box. This is my little kitty here that I'm going to be drawing. So hopefully you've all got one. If not, don't worry. This video will be on our Facebook page along with all the others as well. So you'll be able to watch it later once you've got an image. So this is how we're going to do it. So I'm going to try and bend you guys down as normal so that hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Hopefully you can all see that. I'm actually going to use for those of you that have got different pencils, I'm going to use a 3H pencil. So this is a harder pencil because it will give me really nice strong lines, but without kind of obscuring or destroying the picture that I actually want to copy. So I'm going to draw directly on. And what we're going to do is draw a grid. So I'm going to draw a grid on here. Really probably should have measured this before. So I'm going to draw a grid on here of every half an inch. But for you guys, you might have a slightly bigger picture to work with. So I've got 4.5 inches on that way. Hello Josie, and Cheryl's shouting hi Stitch. Yes, he does. He's got his headphones on today. He's bored of listening to me talk. I think that's what it is. So going every half an inch that way, and then every half an inch the other way. And then what I'm going to do is draw the line across so that I know that I have measured it correctly. So we'll show you this in a second. So if you can see, I've just notched little lines all along the top there and the other end, and then I'm just going to join those together. So I should have some nice strong lines over here. A lot of people use this to scale images up as well. So if you wanted images that were bigger, you had images that you wanted to make bigger in your drawing, if you did every half an inch on this one, then an inch square boxes, half an inch square boxes, then you could do bigger boxes on your paper. I probably won't with mine today because I don't think I've got a big enough sheet of paper to do that. But it's an easy way to scale up. I know I have seen people that do like murals and things like that on walls use projectors and things as well. So if you were doing like a massive piece, then yeah, just like projecting it up on the wall is fine. Just remember that you might need to reverse things with text and words and stuff. Lynn has a 3H pencil. Excellent, Lynn. You should be able to see your images nice and clearly then after you have done the lines. So I'm going to go all the way along, lining these up, nearly there, nearly at the end. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see that I have lines going all the way down there. And then what we're going to do is measure 1/2 inch or 1 inch, depending on the size of your image. If you've got a nice big image, then make it bigger. All the way along here as well, so that we've got lines going that way, so we get nice even boxes. That is the key. This preparation is the key to this, without a doubt. So I'm just very, very quickly going to mark 1/2 inch all the way down. This is a very technical lesson today. Tomorrow's going to be a little bit more fun. Right, 1/2 inch all the way down, and then 1/2 inch. Now this one doesn't split into 1/2 inches exactly, this length. So all I'm going to do is basically chop off a bit of the image. Because the nice thing about creating and doing your own artwork is that no one's going to see the original image, apart from you guys on this video seeing my original image. But nobody is going to want to compare one thing to another because they won't have seen the original. So if you've got a bit that you don't like, just chop it off. Don't add that bit, don't draw that bit. If you're drawing a bunch of flowers and actually one of them you really don't like the shape of and you don't want to draw it, don't worry about it. No one's going to see that original bunch of flowers, so you don't have to worry. Okay. Oh, I've lost my mark there. There we go. Hopefully you guys are all kind of catching up with me as well. I now realise I'm going quite fast on this one. And depending on the size of your image, you might have more lines to do. There we go. I'm doing a more technical drawing lesson today, so I thought I'd better wear my glasses. Because apparently if you wear glasses, you are actually smarter. You know, I thought it was worth giving it a go. I'm not sure that's true of everyone. Okay, so just my last two there. And then that last bit I'm not going to worry about because I'm not going to include it on my drawing. There we go. So I have my cat completely scored, as it were, with all of his lines. You can see that. Okay, and then what we're going to do, because I'm not scaling up, I'm going to draw a grid exactly the same on this paper. So I'm going to go with the 1/2 inch. If it helps, you can number along the top and along the side, or numbers and letters, whatever helps you transfer this image onto your drawing. So I'm going to just very quickly count them across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 across, and 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 down. Okay, so if you want to, you can number along the top and along the side. It just helps kind of when you're transferring it. If you're scaling up, so if you're working from a very, very small image and you want to make it bigger, then please do on your paper, just double it, double the measurements. We're going to be working using kind of fractions. So we're going to be looking at where stuff is halfway down or 3/4 of the way down a line, rather than any kind of specific measurements. So this is teaching your brain to draw what it sees. Because what happens is you look at things and your brain goes, oh, that's a cat. I know that's a cat. So there's no reason for me to worry about actually drawing what's there, because I know what a cat looks like, so I'm just going to draw a cat. And that's where some of the proportion can get out of whack a little bit. Okay, so I'm not worried about detail in today's project. Don't worry about detail. We're just looking for outlines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, 11. Did a few too many. 11 up and 9 down. So here we go. That out a bit. How are you guys getting on? Are you all busy drawing grids? You're all on quiet, so I'm assuming you're all busy drawing grids. Okay, how many have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. Okay. And then what we'll do is we'll just mark around the corners, and then we can draw our lines going across once we've done both sides. Has anyone been food shopping yet? If anyone's been food shopping yet. I haven't yet been since the lockdown, because I managed to get enough food beforehand to last us. But I'm just getting to the point now where I need some extra supplies. And I am dreading going out there. Absolutely dreading it. I'm sure it's going to be fun. Cheryl, you've been food shopping. How was it? Was it chaotic? Was it mad, or was it generally okay? I did speak to a friend of mine who is working in a local shop, and they said actually it wasn't so bad. Certain times of the day were a little bit manic, but others it had quietened down. So that was quite nice to know. Hopefully. Okay. So once you've drawn all of your measurements, then you just want to crack on with drawing those lines all the way across. And then after this point, a lot of it is going to be about observation. So this is really testing your observation skills. Really, really testing them. As I say, I'm just worried about outlines. Don't worry about any kind of detail or anything like that today. It's too hard to worry about detail today. Okay. And then I'm going to join these ones across. So you should end up with a very nice, neat, ooh, lovely, she says, as I draw a wrong line, lovely, neat grid. And as I say, this will just help transfer that image from one to the other, especially if you get, you know, a photograph that you want to copy. It just helps give all that proportion in place, especially one that's got lots of detail and there's lots to look at, lots to remember to draw. Okay, I have it. Someone's getting it delivered, getting food shopping delivered. Blimey. I cannot get a delivery slot for love nor money. It's crazy. Okay, so you first want to look at the grid and match up where part of your drawing starts. So if I put this one here, hopefully you guys can see it, or hopefully you can see the cat. So if I count across 1, 2, 3 on this one, one at the top and 3 across. It's like doing cryptic puzzles. Your ear actually starts in that corner and it comes down about 1/3 of the way across that line. I don't know if you can see that. So can you see it actually comes 1/3 of the way across? So you're literally just looking at the fractions of that square. How far across that line does it come? Super grid. Thank you very much. So I'm going to start in that corner there, and we're going to go to about a third of the way across, I said, didn't we? And join those up. So that's that top of that ear. And then it comes down to about 2/3 the way across the next line down. So I know that it's about 2/3 of the way across. So I'm going to make a little mark, and I'm going to bring it in there as well. Okay. Hopefully you can see that. Yeah, so you can see where my line's coming across and where it's joining in with those other lines. So it's about 2/3 of the way across there and about a third of the way across there. That is literally the answer to doing this, to making the proportions correct, to copying the images exactly as you possibly can, as correctly as you can, is just looking at the fractions along the line. Whereabouts does it intersect? So the next bit there is literally just almost cuts off a corner. It's almost like doing a bit of a puzzle actually, doing this. That comes across about a third there. This is actually a little bit harder because it's got lots of fur. And then I'm going to keep going. So that one's about halfway down, and that kind of rounds. And then where's his ear come up here? So his ear actually starts another box across and comes to about halfway down there. And then in this one, again, he goes about halfway down there as the top of his head. So I don't know if you guys can see that, hopefully you can. Probably got the reflection of the other one in the background. See, bit by bit, box by box, you can work your way around the image, and you can work your way around the outline. As I say, I'm only worried about outline. Don't worry about anything else. I might add an eye in here. I might add an eye, and then I'll leave you guys in peace to finish your own. 3 and 4. So his eye comes to there. Now this is important when it's got detail. So if you look at his eye, you can actually see his little eyelid there as well. Now the top of his eyelid only comes down about a third, and then the top of his actual eyeball is about halfway. So again, it really helps for that detail to get the really accurate proportions for you. There we go. And then he comes down to about there. So what are you drawing? Tell me what you guys are drawing. Hello Kelly, hello. Oh, Katie, Penshurst Fine Foods deliver the next day. I will get on to those, sounds good. What are you drawing? Are you drawing people? Are you drawing scenery? Are you drawing animals like I decided to do only because I found it off the cat food box? What are you drawing? Tell me. While I finish off this eye. And I'll put his pupil in as well. Otherwise he gets missed out. The one thing I do notice about this is because you're like this drawing it, actually, and to get yourself to kind of sit back and look at it occasionally, because you do suddenly realise that you've missed out whole complete things like an eye or an ear that you've missed out. So do sit back. I was just watching today. No worries, have a go later. Like I said, the video will be on our Facebook page, so have a go. Puffins, puffin, I love to see a puffin. Butterfly and a bird, excellent. Everyone's gone for animals like me. I'm glad I wasn't the only one. Excellent. Okay, so I've made a start to his eye there. And his ear. I'm appreciating, you can see that my Zentangle's on the back, and I think it's coming through with the sun. But I will finish him off, and I will take a picture later so that you can all see my finished results. And I want to see yours. You can put as much or as little detail in as you like. I'm just showing you kind of basic outline things, but the principle remains the same. It's just looking at where things intersect along those lines. All right, so don't forget it's watercolours next week. Get your watercolours ordered if you haven't got them. Make sure that you also got some watercolour paper, or at least some thick paper. Even thick cartridge paper will do, will work just as well. Tomorrow is our last one for this week, our last drawing session. We are going to be drawing to music, so this is very much more about that kind of creative expression, creative therapy, whatever you want to call it. But I just thought it would be something really nice and relaxing to do before the weekend. And then tomorrow I'm going to set you your weekend challenge as well, which would be good and fun. So pencils, paper and coloured pencils, if you've got them for tomorrow as well, would be great. That would be awesome. Who's doing? Oh, still on the grid. Sorry, Lynn, I'm going too fast, but you can catch up later. Eventually a ballet dancer. Excellent. Lewis is drawing a picture of himself. Excellent. Alfie's drawing rabbits. See, Alfie, you've got to get the animals in there. So have a good rest of the day. Have fun. Thank you very much, and thank you so much to all of those who've donated. I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.